اللهم صل على سيدنا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه وسلم تسليما كثيرا إلى يوم الدين. Welcome all to this workshop on the memorization of the Holy Quran. I know this is the weekend. I know everyone maybe likes to be somewhere else at this time. But I pray, inshallah, to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, I pray that you will, inshallah, you will not regret it. Okay. Of course, in any action you want to do, you need certain tools to achieve that action in the right way. In regard with memorizing the Holy Quran, we have many tools or many things that we have to have in advance in order to achieve our goal. I know this is in Arabic, you will not understand anything here, but this is just to show you that how the scholars, they compiled many of the rules or the things that help you to memorize the Holy Quran. Now, when we're talking about memorizing the Holy Quran, we're not talking only about your kids, we're talking also about you, because you are a main part in this process, right? They will give you a hard time, you will keep telling them, Yalla, come on, Yalla, do your homework, right? So, you are a main part, and particularly the mothers, right? The mothers particularly, since they're generally speaking at home more, so they will play a more important role in the process of hifth. Honestly, there are so many things to speak when we talk about the process of memorizing the Quran. But the very first thing is why. The very first thing is why does my child want to memorize the Quran? If he doesn't know why, there's a big problem. If he knows why, if he has the motive, if he has the interest, then he will be moving even by himself, by herself. You will find them doing the memorization without pushing, without, Yalla, do, come on, right, get up. You find them by themselves, they hold the mushaf and they do their assignment, right? Why? Because they know why they're doing it. If they're forced, that's not gonna work, right? If they are forced, that will not work. Can you guys at the end see? Can you read? Not clearly. Okay. No problem. This is just for me in order not to go forever, so that I follow a certain order. So as you can see, some of the most important rules in the memorization process. First thing is psychological preparation. Psychological preparation means, is my child aware why he's going to do the hifth? Or just he wants to do it because he has to do it? He has no choice. I'm forcing him. Well, if you're forcing your child to do the hifth, that's not a good choice at all. He will give you a hard time. She will give you a hard time, right? I know some of us, like, we push them sometimes. We know you have to do it. Well, if they don't have an interest at all, you will not benefit if you force them. Okay, they will give you a hard time. They will not like it. Okay? So your role, of course, many kids, especially the young ones, they don't want, of course, they just want to play, right? So I'm not saying you don't tell them at all, you want to memorize Yasana? No, I don't want. Okay, Yalla, you're fine. Yalla, go play. No, not also to this extent. Because if you let kids the way they like, of course, they just want to play, right? But we want to encourage them, prepare them psychologically, spiritually, encourage them, make them interested. And this is what our beloved sallallahu alayhi wasallam did. If we talk about this, just how much Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam encouraged us as Muslims to memorize, you will be amazed. I have prepared long time ago 17 of the merits of memorizing the Quran. 17 of the merits of memorizing the Quran. This is in itself a long topic, but I'm gonna start with just, inshallah, some of the hadith that Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam told us in order to encourage us to memorize the Quran. The most famous hadith in Sahih Bukhari, Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam says, the best of you are those who learn the Quran and teach it to others. So every child, you guys, you want to be the best of people, or I don't care. If you want to be the best of people, among the best of people, you need to memorize the Quran, right? This is what Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam is saying. The best of people are those who learn the Quran, not those who learn karate, not those who learn robotics or whatever. That doesn't mean you don't do it. That doesn't mean you should not do robotics and karate. No, you can do all that, but if there is a contradiction, I have karate class, and I have, like, a parent came to me long time ago, and he was telling me, not a parent in the school, and he was telling me, I need to teach my child the Quran. I said, okay, let him come this time. He said, Wallah, this time he has soccer. I said, okay, let him come that time. Wallah, this time he cannot come. Okay, but why you're asking? You're not even willing. You subhanallah, wallahi, sometimes it's painful that you find some parents, like I talked to some of the families that we have a workshop. Wallah, he said, on Sunday we do shopping. MashaAllah, get out of here. Get out of here, go do shopping. Don't come to me. So this is not a person or a family that are really interested in memorizing the Quran. You want to go to do shopping, we do shopping at this time, subhanAllah. Wallahi, Allah knows, we're not having even time to breathe. We just finished Sunday school almost at 3, finished just wrapping up, and almost, I just wrote this like very quickly, and so we're trying to serve as much as we can. Then we find some people like they're careless, they don't care. So the best of you are those who learn the Quran and teach it. Learning the Quran means what? It doesn't only mean that you learn how to recite it. Of course not. But that's the first step, right? And this is why when we have the Hifth ceremony for those who memorize the whole Quran, always we tell them, Mubarak, congratulations, and I pray to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to make a party for one of our students soon. So we tell them, this is the very beginning. This is not the end, this is just the beginning. Now you memorize the Quran, mashallah, great. Now you have to start the process of reviewing the Quran, which should be a continual process, and start learning the Quran, understanding the Quran, then teaching the Quran. We have in the Ijazah program in this masjid, by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala's blessings, we have Ijazah and Hifth review program. This program is for those who completed Hifth, those who completed memorizing the Quran. We have 11 students. Among them now, we have 7 or 8 among them. They are now teaching with me in the Sunday school. They are teachers now. Even though still they did not get the Ijazah, they did not get the certificate in memorizing the Quran. But still, I'm using them, they're teaching Juz' Amma and certain parts that I tested them on, so they're qualified to teach. But even though still they did not get the Ijazah. This is a program to qualify them even to get a certificate in teaching the Quran, and this certificate connects them with Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam through a chain of 29 people. This is one of the highest chains in the whole world. And just to make you aware of the rank of this school, you want to turn them off? You want to turn them off? They're fine? Okay. Just to make you aware of this school, we speak this not to show off, because we're nothing. We can do nothing if it was not for Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala's blessings upon us. This school of yours, I don't think in the US there's a similar school in regard with the teachers. I never heard, and I don't think there is. Our school, all of the 4 teachers, all of them, they have Ijazah. All of them. I don't know any other school that, like I was in a school, in the whole school there were 7 teachers, I was the only one who had an Ijazah.
Question. You might want to elaborate a little bit on the Ijazah.
Yeah.
Somebody who doesn't know what Ijazah is.
Barakallah feek. So, these students who memorize the Quran, now they're in this program, an advanced program, to improve their recitation and to improve their pronunciation and their hifth, and to be able to teach the Quran. In order to do this, it's not like now the chaos that we have now, just anyone over Skype we can teach. Anyone, is your child learning? Yes, over Skype is learning. Do you know the Shaykh? Do you know he's qualified or not? Do you know he's certified or not? Of course not. And unfortunately, you find most people learning from non-qualified Shaykhs. You find them, they're mixing letters, they're Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim, Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen, ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. This is not Quran. Changing letters, and unfortunately, why? Because these people are not licensed. In the old days, no one would dare sit and teach people until he has an Ijazah, which means a license to teach the Quran. And this license, you have to get it from a Shaykh. How does the Shaykh give you this Ijazah or certificate? How do you get it? Well, there are conditions. Now my conditions to give the Ijazah to the students in this program, in the Ijazah program, they have to master the recitation of the Quran. You know what to master, right? Perfect recitation. They have to recite just like me. They have to be like a copy of my recitation. And to have strong hifth. If you ask him, read from here, he will read. If I tell you, أَلَمْ نَجْعَلِ الْأَرْضَ مِهَادًا, then what do you say? Right away, وَالْجِبَالَ أَوْتَادًا, right? وَالْقَلَمِ وَمَا يَسْطُرُونَ والقلم وما يسطرون والقلم وما يسطرون نون والقلم وما يسطرون ما أنت بنعمة ربك. Okay, you need to think. You should not even think. Right away, it should be there. This is second condition. Third condition I have for them is to understand the tajweed rules and be able to teach. And this is why I have them in the summer program training. In the Sunday school, they're training to teach now. And they have every Saturday, and this is an invitation, open invitation to anyone who would like to learn advanced tajweed. Every Saturday at 11:50 here in this hall, we have those students, they learn tajweed. There's a poem in tajweed, we explain it. We explain this poem for them. And now, by the way, now, in the coming class, we reach the section on the makharij of the letters. This topic is number one topic in the science of tajweed, which is makharij of the letters, means how you pronounce the letters correctly. Then the sifat of the letters, the manner of pronunciation of the letters. So all parents are invited to attend this part of the tajweed class, because we're explaining the makharij of the letters and the sifat, which is the base of tajweed. The base of tajweed is to pronounce the letters correctly before ghunna, before idgham, before any other rule. Number one thing is to pronounce the letters correctly. So next time we will start that section, inshallah. So whoever would like to come, this is a free and open class for everyone. So this is the ijazah, brother. This certificate, for example, when these kids, I have two, one boy, one girl, inshallah, in 6 months, inshallah, they will get the ijazah. Inshallah, if they take the tests of Al-Jazariyah, of the poem that we're studying, and they pass the tests, in their recitation, they're almost ready. And already, alhamdulillah, 5 of them, they're already leading Taraweeh in the masajid of that triangle, and some of them, they led Taraweeh in High Point in North Carolina this year, alhamdulillah. So I have at least 5 of them, they're already leading Taraweeh. They're already giving to the community. I have 2 of them in North Raleigh, they read the whole Quran in Ramadan. And some of them here, they participated. We have Jawad, we have Nabil, some of them here, some of them in IAR, some of them in Shaw, in different masajid, all of them, alhamdulillah, they participate. These are our students. By Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala's blessings, these are in the Ijazah program. For 3 years now, they have been in the program. For 3 years. Since I came to the US, I started the program, 2013. But even more than 3 years, they have been in the program. So, why it took so long? Well, because they have 1 hour of recitation every week, and also because unfortunately many of them they memorized in a wrong way. So now we have to redo many of the words, many of the verses. We have to redo them, and this is why we're emphasizing on you guys. Let your kids watch the video at home, and we're gonna talk about this in details. That's the main part I want you to focus on. Let your kid watch the video before he starts memorizing. Don't let your kid just hold the mushaf and start reading and start repeating. No, that's very wrong. That will make them memorize with mistakes. They have to watch the video. That's the minimum. The minimum is to watch the video. See how the shaykh. We're gonna do practical steps, inshallah, today with the families. We're gonna do, inshallah, memorization together. We're gonna help you and see how you can let your kid memorize 1 line for tomorrow. 1 line for tomorrow. We're going to do it, inshallah. This is why it's a workshop, so I'm not going to be talking all the time, hopefully. Okay. So this is the ijazah. The ijazah means this person read the whole Quran by heart to his shaykh. And his shaykh gave him permission and license to teach Quran to others. And this shaykh also, in order to give a license, he himself had a license. From who? From his shaykh. And his shaykh has a license from his shaykh. All the way until who? Until Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. This is why this ijazah is greater than PhD for us. It's something very great. It's something very honorable. It's something very spiritually blessed. Why? You're connected with a chain of great people, the greatest people, to Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. These are the people who transmitted the Quran to us. If it was not for those people, by Allah's blessings, the Quran would have been changed. The Quran would have changed. You would have seen people reading Quran with different letters, but these people are the ones who are preserving the Quran. They will never give an ijazah if a student even has mistake in 1 letter. They will not give him. A person came to one of the sheikhs and he told him, after he got the ijazah from him, he told him, one of my students, he's very good, his reading is excellent, but he has a problem with 1 letter. He said, you can never give him. How can you certify him? How can he teach others? He said, let him read by himself, he cannot teach others. So this is very important. This ijazah, why we talk about the ijazah? We talk about the school, because this school, by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala's blessings, is the only school that I know that have all of the teachers, the 4 teachers have an ijazah, and 2 of those teachers, they have the highest ijazah in the whole world. What does that mean? Who is closer to the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam? The one who had between him and the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam 30 people, or the one who has like 28 people? Who's closer? 28, right? That's higher, right? So 2 of our teachers, by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala's blessings, Sheikh Ihsan and this servant, we have 28 people only from Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam until ourselves. There's no one in the world who has lesser number. That's Allah's blessings. Why are we telling you this? Not because it's not because of us. We're not like smart. This is Allah's blessings. This is Allah's blessings. So if you want to make use of this chance, it's here. But it's not necessarily always here. Well, I was somewhere else and I fought with them and they forced me to leave and I left them. So this chance is not always there. Wallahi, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala knows that this is a great blessing that we have to make use of. And we are doing our best, inshallah, to pass it to our students, inshallah, in the best way. I'm going to show you just 3-4 minutes of the ijazah that Allah blessed me with. And Sheikh Ihsan, my brother, he got the same ijazah from the same Sheikh. May Allah have mercy on him. And this video, you can watch it on YouTube, on my channel. You can watch it. It's a long video. And you can get more idea and even know the names exactly of those people and know the details and know. If anyone connected to the Wi-Fi of the masjid, if you turn it off, that will help us, inshallah. This is our Shaykh, may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala have mercy on him. I spent 4 years going to the Shaykh, to his house and to the masjid that he built in Damascus in 2005 until 2009. I got it 2009, 4 years. When I went to him, may Allah have mercy on him, I read to him Al-Fatiha. Before me, my brother and my cousin, they read to him. My brother, he got certified from him before me. And my cousin, he was with me. You're going to see him. We finished at the same time in his house. He told me, read. So I read to him Al-Fatiha. Then he told me, your reading is like your brother. So go and read to your brother and I'm going to witness and stamp the certification of your brother. So he said, like, I don't need to read to him, just your reading is like your brother, just go read to him. So I told him no. Please, Sheikh, please, I want to read to you. So alhamdulillah, he accepted. And that was one of the happiest days in my whole life, that the Sheikh accepted. So, but when I read to him, I already read the Quran to another Sheikh. After Fajr prayer, I would go every day to the masjid from my town from my neighborhood to the neighborhood of the other Sheikh. After Fajr prayer, we will recite and he will make tafsir and commentary on the Quran. Until, by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala's blessings, we read the whole Quran to that Sheikh. Then, and I learned tajweed. So I came to the Sheikh ready. So the Sheikh told me, go, you're just like your brother. Just read to him, I'm gonna give you a certificate. I said, no, I want to read to you. So he accepted, alhamdulillah, may Allah raise his levels. And it took 4 years because every day I would just read like 2 pages. And many times he would travel because people from all the world, they want him, so he travels to the Gulf countries here and there, and in his place only he dedicated Maghrib to Isha only, because he was old and tired. So, and people from many places, if you want to read to him, they will write your name, they will call you maybe after 3 years or 2 years when your turn comes, so that you can read to him. It's Allah's blessings, absolutely Allah's blessings, that Allah made it easy for me. In 4 years, I got the certificate from him.
وبعد الحمد لله الذي أكرم المسلمين بكم يا أهل القرآن وأكرمكم بأن جعلكم خداما وأناة وآنية للقرآن الكريم. الحمد لله. احمدوا ربكم يا أخوانا احمدوا ربكم أنكم في هذا العصر، وهذا العصر لم نكن نعهده ونحن في شبابنا. كان في الناس في جهل، وكان الناس في بعد عن دينهم.
فقرأ ختمة للعشر كلها
على قليله
في القراءة.
Sheikh Ayman Suwaid, currently, in my opinion, number one reciter of the Quran. Number one reciter of the Quran in the whole world. And his sheikh and our sheikh, they read to the same sheikh. His sheikh and our sheikh, they read to the same sheikh. So, Sheikh Ayman and this servant and Sheikh Ahsan, we have the same Ijazah. We have the same chain of people. This is why I tell the students, when you memorize, you have to watch the video. If you don't find the video in my channel, you can watch Sheikh Ayman. He has the whole Quran video. And I'm going to show you today how you watch his video and how you memorize. I'm trying, as time permits, to record as much as I can. Until now, I was not able to record except Juz' Amma and some of Juz' Tabarak because of the time and the commitments. Inshallah, bit by bit, we're going to record the whole Quran. But it's already there with someone who's more qualified than me, and I don't compare myself to this great sheikh. So he's already there. Any surah, any page of the Quran you want to learn it, you can go to the channel and see him reading it and copy him. He's talking here when he passed away. He's talking about him, talking about his qualities. You can watch the video, inshallah. It's an interesting one to understand some of the statements of these people.
الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين. شيء أتمنى أن يحسن ختامه.
You asked him, what do you wish? He said, I wish that Allah grant me the good ending. That's his wish.
ملك الناس إله.
This is in his house in Damascus. This is the last session. After 4 years, we kept some chapters at the end to read them.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم قل هو الله أحد الله الصمد لم يلد ولم يولد ولم يكن له كفوا أحد ولم يكن له كفوا أحد بسم.
The kids are looking, he made a mistake, he said kufu'an, right? Kufu'an or kufu'an. So here I read to the Sheikh 2 readings. The Quran, we have 10 readings. How many readings? 10. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala revealed the Quran in 10 styles. This is why you hear some people, they say Maliki Yawmiddin, some people they say Maliki Yawmiddin. Some people they say قَدْ أَفْلَحَ الْمُؤْمِنُونَ. And you guys in Morocco, what do you say?
قد أفلح
قَدْ أَفْلَحَ الْمُؤْمِنُونَ. قَدْ أَفْلَحَ الْمُؤْمِنُونَ. These are to make it easier for people. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala revealed it in more than one way. and also to give richness in the meanings. Okay, so I read to the Shaykh just two readings. So when you read, if there's a word that is different, so you read it in the two ways to the Shaykh.
إله الناس من شر الوسواس الخناس الذي يوسوس في صدور الناس من الجنة والناس. الله يجزيكم الخير ويبارك فيكم. خلتونا 4 سنين ما تقضينا يعني مو مصيبة. الله يجزيكم الخير. أعوذ بالله من.
So I told him, may Allah reward you. You have shown patience with us for 4 years. You have endured us, or they say stood us, or bore us for 4 years. You have been patient with us for 4 years. This is my cousin. He also finished at the same time. Well, this is here the Shaykh is reading the certificate and saying that so and so, Abdullah so and so was born in Damascus this year. He read a full khatma to me in this, and he is qualified to teach in this. So I translated all this so that you get an idea. And he says, in the same way I read to my sheikhs. He says, he read to me in the same way I read to my sheikhs. This is the connection. This is why if someone just changes a letter, we stop him. We circle the mistake. We tell him to do it 10 times, 15, because this is an amana. This is a responsibility. We cannot like Allah tolerate. No. This is Allah's book. Right?
بإذن سابق منهم فإني أجيده بالقراءة والإقراء وأرجو أن يشرك لي في دعائه أنا آخره كان آخر فأنسى شوي وإياكم بالله
So of course he has a stamp, because this is something very, by the way, I came to the US because of this. Like my first qualification is this. It's not like bachelor, I have bachelor in Arabic and I studied English literature, etc. But the main qualification, the main honor, the thing that I mentioned in my resume before anything else is this. This is the greatest thing you can get. Connection with the greatest of people, right? Who knows who's this in the middle?
It's you.
No? Who's this in the middle? That's Sheikh Hassan. Right now he has a bigger beard, I know. I'm on the right, and on the left my other cousin, also he got certified from the Sheikh, alhamdulillah. Huh? Any update on Sheikh Hassan? Wallah, yani, unfortunately, he applied again and they rejected him again. It seems they have instructions not to give visas to Syrians, because when I got the same visa and I was in Jordan, when here IR they applied for me and I got approved from here, I was in Jordan, then I applied to the embassy, the US embassy in Jordan, right away. They gave me right away. One time they gave me, and then I brought my family here in 2013. Now Sheikh Hassan, this masjid also applied for him, same type of visa, and here he got approved from the Department of Homeland Security here. There in Qatar, in the US Embassy, he applied they said to him, there is no proof you will return. He showed them that he has work there, his company will make him return if he wants. We did our best, they did not. Now he tried again. We sent to the congressman, the masjid sent a letter to the embassy. They said the same thing. They said, we're not convinced you're gonna come back. Practically they have commands from Trump administration not to give. This is practically the case. But for us, we did our part, and he's gonna continue helping us inshallah until Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala permits that he joins us with his wife. His wife also has an ijazah. And now this is Allah's blessings that they're all with us. Of course, teaching online is not like teaching face to face. This is why we're rotating our students. So if your kid reads to Sheikh Ihsan this week, he's not going to read to him until 3 weeks pass. You see my point? So we're having rotation so that inshallah we will make sure that the student is reading correctly. And Sheikh Ihsan is fine with the quality of the internet, and we also will try to have a better quality, but if he doesn't hear the letter correctly, he let the student repeat. And when I am passing by the student when he's reading to Sheikh Ihsan, I know if he makes a mistake and the Sheikh doesn't correct him, right away I want to correct. So I'm about to correct, then right away I see Sheikh Ihsan stops him. But the time, the internet times. So I wait, then I find him, he stops him, he tells him to repeat. And anyway, they will come to us and they will read to us after they read to Sheikh Ihsan. So that's some nasheed after some of my sheikhs. This is the chain I was telling you about. So this is 28, this is number 28. So I'm mentioning the names of those great sheikhs one by one until Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam.
نجود رحمه الله تعالى عبد الله بن مسعود رضي الله عنه وسيدنا زيد بن ثابت from our Lord صلى الله عليه وسيدنا عبد الله بن مسعود رضي الله عنه وسيدنا زيد بن ثابت رضي الله عنه. And those noble Sahaba رضي الله عنهم, they read to Sayyiduna Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa ala alihi wa ashabihi ajma'in, who got the Quran from Aminul Wahy, Jibreel alayhi salam, who received the Quran from our Lord, our Creator, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Rabbul Izzati Jalla Jalaluhu wa taqaddasat asma'uhu. لمثله قال مولى الحمد لله والشكر لله.
I put here an example of Sheikh Ayman Suwaid certifying someone in France. Same thing, also mentioning the same conditions of getting the ijazah.
I turn to you, my heart full of shame, my eyes full of tears. Bestow your forgiveness.
My sheikhs, these are my sheikhs.
Mercy upon me. Allah, send
This is my father.
peace and blessings.
May Allah reward him. It's my sheikh. This is the sheikh I read the whole Quran to in Damascus. He's still alive. This is my mentor and sheikh also. This me, this is her. Okay, inshallah you can watch the full video on YouTube. So this is, brother, an idea of the ijazah. Any question so far? The concept of the ijazah clear? May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala not make me the final in this chain. This means may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala make me one of those chains and help me to certify others. Otherwise, if I don't certify someone after me, then I will be gone. I will not get the continuous honor to be in the chain of those people. I will be just forgotten, right? But the great thing is to be remembered by people in the good things. Like these people, they passed away like hundreds of years ago, and still we're mentioning their names and being honored by being connected to them. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala shower them with His blessings. So, the very first thing, dear brothers and sisters, I hope inshallah this is a great boost and encouragement to our kids and to you to be on this path. So after you finish the memorizations, you have the chance to get the ijazah, to get the certificate, and inshallah within 6 months, inshallah, we will invite you to the first ijazah in the Triangle area, or maybe in North Carolina, inshallah.